Carlos Alcaraz versus Novak Djokovic. Who is the king of tennis? On one side, we have the seasoned champion, Djokovic, whose remarkable achievements have etched his name in tennis history. On the other side, the young and fearless Carlos Alcaraz, the rising star of the sport, has been making headlines with his phenomenal skills. Let's put them head-to-head and see who is the undisputed king of tennis. Novak Djokovic, the Serbinator. Novak Djokovic, known as the Serbinator, has left an indelible mark on the tennis world. Rising from war-torn Serbia, Djokovic faced immense challenges, but his passion and determination propelled him to the top. With a staggering 20 Grand Slam singles titles to his name, he stands alongside the legends of the sport, Federer and Nadal. Djokovic's unparalleled ability to adapt to different surfaces, from hard courts to clay and grass, has earned him the title of the King of Versatility. Novak Djokovic is counted as one of the big three of tennis. Along with Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal, Novak, the Joker, is known as one of the greatest players that tennis has ever seen. I mean, the records speak for themselves, right? Hailing from Serbia, Novak debuted on the tour back in 2003. So Novak has been playing professional tennis since the year Carlos was born. That goes on to tell about the experience he has. Djokovic's powerful ground strokes, exceptional movement, and unrivaled defense make him a formidable force on hard courts. His remarkable record at the Australian Open, with 9 titles, demonstrates his sheer dominance on this surface. He employs an aggressive baseline game combined with almost psychic anticipation, allowing him to dictate play and dismantle opponents. But if you think that tennis is simply a game of strength, then you're wrong. One of Djokovic's most defining qualities is his mental fortitude. He possesses an uncanny ability to stay composed under pressure, often turning seemingly lost matches into stunning victories. His clutch performances in critical moments and countless comebacks solidify his reputation as the king of mental strength. This might just explain why he has such an impeccable record in the game. He's toe-to-toe, if not better than his colleagues. In face-offs, Djokovic has a record of 30-29 against Rafael Nadal, and he even beats Roger Federer in head-to-head matchups. Now, since we count 3 of these players as the big 3 of tennis, it might not be wrong to assume that Novak Djokovic is the strongest of them all. A hot take, but a lot of people seem to agree. Now let's talk about the tennis prodigy, who seems to be breaking all the records the big 3 have set, beating Novak Djokovic to become the ATP #1 player, Carlos Alcaraz. Carlos Alcaraz, the rising star. Carlos Alcaraz, hailing from Spain, is the epitome of raw talent and promise. The teenage sensation has already set the tennis world ablaze with his exceptional skills and mature gameplay. His aggressive style, powerful forehand, and single-handed backhands have drawn comparisons to none other than his idol, Rafael Nadal. Born on the 5th of May 2003, the boy has just turned 20 years old, and yet he became the youngest player ever to defeat Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic back-to-back in a span of just 2 days. This goes on to show how talented Carlos Alcaraz is, and if Novak Djokovic has a competition, there's no one better than him. Despite his young age, Alcaraz has achieved several impressive feats. He's the youngest player to win an ATP title since 2008, and the youngest to defeat a top 10 player since Rafael Nadal in 2004. His unwavering self-belief and fearlessness on the court make him a formidable challenger to the established giants of the game. While they say that experience serves you best in tennis, it is completely surprising to see what Carlos Alcaraz is capable of doing being so young. He managed to snatch the title of Wimbledon from Novak Djokovic this year, which shocked the entire fandom. Carlos Alcaraz's proficiency in clay is what sets him apart. Drawing inspiration from his idol, Nadal, Alcaraz moves effortlessly on the red dirt, constructing points with precision and unleashing ferocious winners. With his growing showing dominance on clay, Alcaraz is proving to be a legitimate threat at the French Open and other clay court events. You see, Spanish tennis players have a lovely relationship with clay courts. Even saying the sentence brings Rafael Nadal to mind, and when your idol is Rafael Nadal, it's only obvious that you follow in his footsteps. So is the case with Carlos Alcaraz, who seems to be having great success on clay. Carlos spent his childhood in Spain, and he used to train in a clay court near his house. If you want to know more about the success story of Carlos Alcaraz, check out our channel, Tennis Experts, as we made a mini documentary on the success story of Carlos Alcaraz, the prodigy and future of tennis who makes history with every match. Head-to-head battle. A clash between Djokovic and Alcaraz is not just a battle of skills, but also a clash of contrasting styles. Djokovic's defensive prowess and consistency against Alcaraz's fearless aggression and raw power make for an enthralling matchup. It seems as if they were both made for each other. Djokovic is a master in the manipulation of the game, and his seamless strokes almost make him feel flawless. On the other hand, the explosive nature of Carlos tests the dam of patience built by Novak. The constant give and take makes amazing rallies even more exciting. Djokovic undoubtedly has the edge in experience, having faced the best in the game for over a decade. His vast arsenal of shots, coupled with his unrivaled match temperament, gives him a psychological advantage over the young Spaniard. Alcaraz, on the other hand, will bring a youthful exuberance to the contest. His fearless approach and hunger to prove himself against the best make him a dangerous opponent for Djokovic. The match promises to be an exhilarating display of skill and determination from both players. Other than that, thanks to his young age, he can be a little careless, which will allow for a more explosive game sense. Pros, on the other hand, who are in their late 30s, seem to care for their body, since one small mistake can spiral down into an injury that forces them to retire. This gives another edge to Carlos Alcaraz, and this is inevitable. What do the numbers say? The clash between Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic is a battle between generations, experience, and raw talent. Djokovic's unparalleled experience and mental strength collide with Alcaraz's fearless aggression and clay court prowess. Both players have the unique strengths, making this showdown a spectacle of top-tier tennis. And one thing is sure, whenever Djokovic and Alcaraz come across each other, we're sure as hell to have a deadly match. As of now, if you want to see the head-to-head of Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic, the numbers seem to favor the young prodigy. Out of the 3 times they've faced each other, Carlos has proved himself to be better twice, which gives him a 66% win rate. Djokovic, on the other hand, has won just 1 match, putting him in the 2nd place. This goes on to show that, though young, Alcaraz has what it takes to be the ATP #1, and he has proved himself to be deserving of everyone's respect. For now, to conclude everything we discussed so far, it would be safe to say that Carlos Alcaraz, the young genius, seems to be better than Novak Djokovic. Now, this doesn't mean that Novak is nothing to be afraid of. He's gained the title of the Serbinator for a reason. However, the stats seem to favor Carlos for now, and it would be interesting to see how the next matchup between these two unfurls. Now, the two giants are supposed to face off in 2024. Who would you be cheering for? Is Novak going to make a comeback and even the score? Or will Carlos dominate and diminish the records of Novak Djokovic? Let us know in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.